Hey there everybody, it's Brian from Cruisin with the Colemans. And you know what? It doesn't matter what brand rig you have or how old it is, something is always gonna go wrong. And well, the time has come for our trusty old faucet here in our kitchen to get replaced. We've been getting a leak. I've retaped it a couple of times, I've retightened it, and yet it still seems to always be leaking out of the cold water valve underneath onto the floor. It is time to get a brand new faucet. And thanks to our friends at RecPro, we got a nice one. So this is the Utopia faucet from RecPro. It is an RV grade faucet. Now you don't have to use RV products for your RV. You can use a regular kitchen faucet here. The only problem is that for some of these bigger ones, especially with the hose and everything, they're very heavy. And you know, we're trying to keep things light, and those big rigid heavy faucets also are gonna vibrate a little bit more. These RV products are designed to kind of withstand some of that vibration, but this is gonna be a pretty easy replacement, so let's get it done. Right out of the box, this faucet's gonna come with pretty much everything I need. So I've got my connectors, I've got some additional connectors here. Not quite sure why I have two different sets, but I'll figure that out in just a minute. This is the weighted ball for the hose, and I've got the actual faucet itself. All I'm gonna need to have to take care of doing this is a wrench and some tape, and then probably some silicone to go around the edge up here just to make it look nice and tidy. All right, I have the water turned off out at the spigot. Now I just need to make sure that I turn the water on here to release any pressure that might still be in my lines. And I've got a towel down here so that I don't make any mess with any other water that might leak out. We have an island kitchen, so our access is a little bit easier, but the biggest problem with any job like this is how tight things are. So I just have to go in here and loosen these couple of twist clamps, and I'm going to get a little bit of water here, so I've got a towel laid down. And I'm going to do the same thing over on the other side. Even with tightening all of these down, they're still only hand tight, so I can loosen them just with my hand, unfortunately. All right, now I just have to remove these gaskets so that the faucet will come loose. These are the two gaskets that came off from the bottom. Now all I have to do is lift this out. I do need to loosen the hose to get it off, but that's going to be a two-hand project. Now I just need to remove the weight. As you can see here, the old faucet didn't have any caulk around it, so I did have to clean up some grime. There was just some water that had gotten under there from time. If I caulked this, it would probably help prevent that, but I'm probably not going to worry about caulking it. Now all I have to do is set the new faucet back in place, so I'm going to feed that hose through there, set it down, and it's set up and ready to go. You do want to make sure that you have your hot and your cold on the correct sides, because I'm working from the back. So now I have my cold on the right, my hot on the left, which is correct. Before I put this in, I'm going to put some plumber's tape around these. One thing I have learned is that I never actually used to use enough plumber's tape. I would give it 1 or 2 twists and call that good. But I have learned over the years that actually you should do about 8 to 10 twists of plumber's tape. You want to have a really good solid seal. So I've got about 8 turns on there. Also make sure that you have it going in the direction of your thread. Otherwise, when you go to screw your water connection on, you're just going to unscrew all of the Teflon tape. Now I can set this down on and connect those rubber gaskets. All right, first roadblock. I put this gray compression gasket on, and once I screwed the next one on, there were no threads left because the stem wasn't long enough based on the thickness of my countertop. I can't imagine that that would be any thinner in any other situation. So I'm just going to use the rubber gasket and the black fitting, which is what was on the old faucet. So it was good enough before. This was not where my leak was coming from, so I don't need to be concerned about that. But now I'm just going to screw that on. Get it down nice and snug so that the faucet doesn't slide around and shift on the sink. And I'm going to take the other rubber gasket, put it on. Before I connect my two water hoses, well, I still have a little bit of extra room, I'm going to reach up in there to put the faucet part in, and it's just a compression fitting. It just snaps into place, and it is now locked in. And now I can hook up my water lines. So here's my hot line. I just have to put it on. You do want to be careful with these plastic fittings because if you over tighten them, you'll strip the threads, which could be what caused my other leak. Could just be that the threads had stripped over time. So in the end, I've just finger tightened those down. It'll be something that I'll have to keep an eye on, but fortunately, because ours is always visible, we can, if we have a drip or a leak, we see it on our floor here under the sink, which is fortunate. Now I just need to attach this weight on. The weight goes on the side of the hose. That is the retractable part. This is the part that's connected to the water, so it doesn't go anywhere. This is the side that moves up and down, so that's where I want the weight, so that it pulls the retractable nozzle back into the neck. All right, now it's time to go turn on the water and check for leaks. I have all my water hooked up. I've got no leaks coming from down below at the connections. Now it's time to just test out the faucet and see how it works. Hey, that looks pretty good. I like this faucet because it's got a spray feature and it's got a stream feature. Plus, because of the retractable, we can kind of rinse things out or fill up a pot, and it works really well. Thanks a lot, RecPro, for supplying us with the faucet. The link for this faucet and other great RecPro products is down below. If you use our discount code, you will get a discount on your purchase, so make sure you take a look at that. And if you have any comments down below, make sure you leave them for us and check us out on our next adventure. Thanks for following.